All right, hello my friends. It's a beautiful day and I've got a bright and cheery typewriter. This is a red. We painted it. Doesn't come in this color. But this is a Smith Coronet automatic. I'm going to show you how to use it, and this will be up on our shop. The link is in the description below if it's gone, but you're interested in how to use it, you can still watch it and you can still click on the link and look at the photos. Hopefully something there will help you. Typewriters are awesome to have when you want to escape the computer and just shut off the world, which I want to do right now. Man, just get on the typewriter and type away. It's a great release, stress reliever. Love it. So let's go ahead. And I need to do some typing today, obviously. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. This is an electric typewriter with a power return. That means you need to plug it into the wall. There's no batteries or chargers or anything like that. So even though it's considered a portable electric, it's really not that portable because it does come in a case with a handle, but it's heavy. I wouldn't want to schlep this around. This really is just meant to stay put and then plug it into the wall. So you've got your carriage up here, paper holder, margins, you press and drag. It's not like a computer where the margins are automatically set or whatever. You gotta manually set them. This is a paper guide. This just helps you load in the paper a little bit straighter or in the same place every time. If you have a smaller piece of paper, you want to move the guide in further and that'll just help it load better. But you can just stick it out here. Right here on the right side, that's your paper release. It releases the tension on the paper, so if it gets crooked, you can fix that. There's a little handle. It's missing on the left side, but there's a handle on the right side that you just press in and that releases the carriage. You want to hold the carriage while you release because there's tension on it and it automatically will fly to the left. That's why you have to hold it. Now the carriage will only move as far as you have the margins set. So if I put these out, and the carriage will move a lot further. And if I bring it in, then the carriage only goes between here, okay? And that bell tells you, oh, you're at the end of your margin. It doesn't automatically go to the next line like you're used to on a computer. You have to hit the power return, and we'll show you that in a little bit. This lever right here, when you hit the return, it's going to advance either 1, 2, or 3 lines depending on how you have it set right here. Now when you turn this handle, you'll hear the clicks, and that clicks every half line, but sometimes the paper's not lining up the way you want and you're trying to click it and you're trying to release the tension and move the paper. Well, there's a much easier way to do that is you flip this lever on the left side and that releases the roller. So it's not clicking anymore, it's free. So now you can fine tune or fine adjust that paper. Just make sure you re-engage. Okay, now let's open up the top, and inside you're gonna see the ribbon. And the ribbon, it does use a universal ribbon. Black on top, red on bottom, super easy to change out. It can get a little messy, so you might want to wear some latex gloves or just have some, what's that, orange or Goo Gone or something like that handy if you get the ink on you. I do take an up-close photo so you can see how it is threaded through the guide wires. Make sure you get that threaded properly. There's one here, and then you have to go through the flathead things right here and through the other guide wire. Make sure that there's a little metal tip that sticks up. Make sure that tip goes through one of these 4 holes. That's what turns the ribbon. This will last you a long time. It's very short ribbon, but there's a lot of ink in there, so you just go back and forth on that ribbon until you use up all the ink. And the way you reverse the direction of that is right here, ribbon reversal. Okay, and on this one the key is kind of stuck a little bit further down, but it still works. So ribbon reversal, do that dozens of times until you use up all the ink. Now I will tell you this, one of the number one issues with your typewriters has to do with the ribbon. When you get to the end of the ribbon, sometimes the typewriters will auto reverse. We found it usually doesn't. But if your font is getting faint, or if your typewriter starts acting really weird or just stops working, always, always, always check your ribbon first. And I even forget to do this and I go, oh my gosh, something's wrong with the typewriter. And it's always the ribbon. I just got to reverse the direction, or somehow it got tangled up and I just have to fix it. So always be aware of what your ribbon is doing. Okay, let's go ahead and do the typing demo. All right, so you just set your paper right there and you scroll through, pulling this bar out. You need to pull the bar out first. I like to bring it all the way up to make sure it's even, and I got it in there pretty perfect. So I'm going to bring it back down and turn it on. My color selector is on the right side. I forgot to show that to you before. And then your tab, this is your tab, and you can set and you can clear over here. So this is a 1960s Coronet automatic. This is going to be a good beginner typewriter. Okay, let's do all caps. Let's try the red. You heard the bell, so then hit return. On electrics, when I hit return, I do hold it because it jostles the typewriter. I don't know if you can tell. And then now let's go, and I'm just going to test each key for you so you can see. Oh, and this reminds me, there are 3 keys that have an auto repeat, and they are your dash. I'm going to push this up so you can see it. Your dash, your period, and your X. So on this one, the dash and the period are intermittent on the repeat, but the X does fine. Okay, so let's keep going on testing our keys. Okay, so I just noticed, remember I told you that most of your issues are with your ribbon. It was starting to feel weird, and also I have a feeling it impacted that auto repeat. It wasn't doing it quite well. So I just happened to notice, can you see how tight that ribbon is? That means I'm at the end of the spool. Not that there's an old ribbon on here, I just had probably switched it going the wrong direction. So I'm going to switch it back, and once I do, you'll see the tension release. So ready? The tension just released. So let's do those auto repeats again and see if that changed it. So now the auto repeat is working. So I had been at the end of the spool. This was a perfect example of my ribbon needed adjusting, and it wasn't wrong with the typewriter. I just had to reverse the direction. Okay, let's keep going. So I wish sometimes the typewriters would be like, hey, you're at the end of your ribbon spool, and you're not. Sometimes you're just like, why is this not looking right or feeling right? And like I told you, I always forget to check right away. And then usually when I start going, oh my gosh, there's something wrong with this, then I think, oh, the ribbon. Okay, there you go. This is a really fantastic machine. This is going to be perfect for beginners. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.